The Absa Cape Epic route, brought to you by Land Rover. Cape Town, the mother city, nestled at the tip of the African continent and standing beneath one of the new 7 natural wonders of the world, Table Mountain. Once again, in 2016, one of the most desired tourist destinations hosts the world's premier mountain bike stage race. 1,200 intrepid riders register at the V&A waterfront before tackling the rugged expanses of the Western Cape, marked by legendary battlegrounds of 12 years of the Absa Cape Epic. Table Mountain National Park provides the dramatic backdrop to the prologue, a 21-kilometer race against the clock, starting at the University of Cape Town. Riders head straight into a steep climb, then it's fast and loose corners, tricky descents, the short, sharp slope of Dead Man's Tree, lined with cheering spectators. The 2016 race introduces the daily Land Rover technical terrain sections, where riders require capability and composure. With views of Table Bay and Robben Island, the field aim for a good seeding, while the top professionals dream of zebra-striped leaders' jerseys and podium glory. This historic town sees off the riders on a clockwise loop around the Topeak Valley. The action starts at the Bone Trail, the Land Rover technical terrain section snaking upwards. Then the Antidote, the Labyrinth, a glorious zigzagging single-track descent. Vicious canine tooth spikes mark the profile. This is the battleground where Jose Hamida and Rudy Van Hoots captured the leaders' zebra-striped jerseys in 2013. As history shows, Stage 1 will reach fever pitch in a dramatic finale, approaching Sarensburg again. An auspicious day follows a brutal Stage 1. It's the 100th stage ever at the Absa Cape Epic, the Epic 100. Appropriately, the famous centuries-old Voortrekker wagon trail is reopened, especially for the occasion. After a long, tricky ascent, riders get to explore the wonders of the Witzenberg Valley. Then, the thrilling Land Rover technical terrain descent back towards Tilbach on the very same wagon trail they came up, rewarding the efforts of the day. The race packs up to leave Sarensburg and heads to Wellington. Though it's early on, the tough 4-kilometer waterfall climb is pivotal. In 2013, Salza and Kulhavi attacked and gapped their rivals, claiming back their yellow jerseys for good. The field tackles the white, sandy and rocky Land Rover technical terrain trails of Zuurvlakte, reopened for the race by Cape Nature. And then the lush vineyards and orchards of Wellington via the historic monument, Bainskloof Pass. The famed single track of Velvan Pass awaits, WTF, Super G and Lord of the Rings. the Drakenstein region again, and Wellington is to host another legendary battle between the best cross-country riders and top marathoners in the world. The sinuous single track of Velfun Pass never disappoints. Downhill single-track sections like Route 66 will entertain, while the move of the day might well come on the Up to West climb, with riders counting down the corners from 28 to 1. Then, it's 3 challenging ups and downs, before finally resting on the second night in Wellington. Tipped as the King Stage of 2016, riders head into the wine region of Stellenbosch. 2,500 meters of climbing awaits. Haverkwas, Slanghoek and Beulah, and the Freedom Climb with a view of the prison where Nelson Mandela was released after 27 years in captivity. It's these hills that set the scene for a gripping finale, similar to the 2013 battle between Team Multivan Merida and the South Africans, Scott Factory Racing. Riders will be spoiled for views with the Simonsberg Mountains, Paarl Rock and even Table Mountain in the distance. It's another tough loop around wine country. While the land's produce may offer the spoils of the evening celebrations, the tracks through the vineyards are steep. Thankfully, there are more spoils to come. Simonsberg and Baanhoek Conservancies have built single track to match the magnificent trails of Wellington. With the many switchbacks of Skyfall, this Land Rover technical terrain section is the jewel in the crown of Stage 6. Some hard-won battles have been witnessed here in Stellenbosch, not least when Platt and Heymans saluted the crowds, finishing off their winning week at the inaugural race in 2004. The grand finale. Fast-rolling climbs and windy farm roads eat up the kilometers on the way to the race's final destination, the trails of the Tygerberg Mountain Bike Club. These trails have seen some of the greatest in the sport. Kulhavi, Salsa, Schurter, Platt, Hermida, Langvaart, Lakata. They've all raced here. Again, Merendal hosts the grand finale. On Hoogekral, riders will feel the full 647 kilometers and hard 8 days in the legs. It's the shortest Absa Cape epic yet, but with the highest proportion of trail than ever before. The wise Amabobesi will know it could well be the hardest. The Absa Cape Epic Route, brought to you by Land Rover.